Y'all, listen, my countdown music, it be having me in like a, you know what I'm saying? I be like, as I'm getting ready to be, you know, I be moving. Listen, you better move. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Listen, welcome to Jesus and a whole lot of coffee. So glad you are here. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Can you do me a favor? I always like to ask, can you like this and share it with your cousin and your friends and share it? We're so glad that you're in the room. You're connecting with us. I am happy to have you. Listen, we are feeling good on this Saturday. I got a good little conversation that I want to chime in. But, I got to show you my a cup of the week. Listen, it says be yourself. Listen, let's take a sip together, y'all. That's your cup. Hold on. Be yourself. Love yourself. The skin you in, fat, skinny, in between, thick thighs, roll, muffin top. Listen, this is a season of loving yourself unconditionally. Love yourself. Listen, love yourself. Say it with me, y'all. I'm going to love myself no matter what. I'm going to love myself. So this is just a reminder to be yourself. Okay? So be yourself. Now, we're going to get into the conversation and talk about what's brewing. What's brewing? And what's brewing is Father's Day. I wanted to take this show to talk about fathers. I love my mommy. That's my favorite golden girl. Hey, mommy, love you. And all the mothers. But I really want to celebrate fathers because there are some amazing fathers out there. And I also want to honor my dad, who is not here. But all the fathers who have gone before us, but also the fathers that are doing it. So I want to share some amazing fathers in my life, kind of tell you about what they're doing, and kind of also open up and be a little honest about my relationship with my daddy and everything. So I'm really excited. And if you hear the binging, that's just my computer binging. But first, that's my dad. That's my dad. Happy Heavenly Father's Day, Dad. I cannot believe that it is Father's Day, that we came so soon to Father's Day. But I remember every Father's Day we would get him a card and just celebrate him. My dad was very different. He was very different. He was very much being himself. Listen, he was very different. My dad, he was his own self, and sometimes kind of hard to get along with and get to know. He was. I think that the more after his death, I understand him a lot more than while he was alive. Just because I think that generation doesn't really know how to talk. They don't really know how to express themselves. And a lot of stuff, when you do ask them questions, they get a little bit offended, and so I do wish that I did have a chance to ask him some questions now on the other side of it. I'm sorry, I had some in my, on the other side of it because I'm really learning that a lot of things I was like, I get that, got it. Oh wow, like those moments where he did certain things, and you just like, oh, he was. But now on the other side of it, you understand it a lot better. So yes, he was a very difficult, different, unique, hard sometimes person to get to know and to love. But I think overall, he taught me so much. One valuable lesson that he taught me was that you just really can't trust everybody, and to use your brain. To use your brain. My daddy was real, REAL, real. He was a real person. And a lot of times you can't find real people in the world. A lot of people say, I'm real. I'm real. They're not. They're not. My dad was real. He'll tell you like it was. If he liked you, he loved you. If he did not like you, you knew it. Listen, and I appreciate and miss that. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes it's hard to find that with people. Sometimes people so wishy I should go with the wind, tell you one thing, mean the other child. But I'm thankful for him being that. So love you, Dad. Happy Heavenly Father's Day. And I celebrate the father that you were. I thank you. I know for me and my brothers we celebrate. But another great father that I know in my life that I want to celebrate is the youngest father that I know, and that's my nephew Zeta Bug. Hey Zay, I am so proud of the father that he is. Listen, him and his baby Nola Bug, they are the joys of being able to be an uncle and seeing them grow up. I am immensely proud of this young man. He is doing amazing things. He's an entrepreneur. He's number one in sales in the country. And he's an amazing husband and father. So happy Father's Day to Zeta Bug. He's showing you that you can be a father. You can do it. You can. And he's sticking in his baby's life, and he's a tremendous. So I celebrate you, Zeta Bug. Great job on being a great dad. My next father that I want to give some shine to is my friend, my brother, my cousin, Apostle TC Tequavius, my friend. I celebrate him as a father. One of the things that I always say when I met Tequavius, I was not looking for a friend. I was not. I think he wasn't either, but I think it was a moment where we just had to connect and get to know each other. And I'm so glad that we did, right? I'm so glad that we did. And I love seeing him be a dad. I love seeing the relationship with him and his son, Josiah. And it makes me really get excited for the one day where I'm able to become a dad. And, imparting somebody's life. He's such a great father. So Tequavius, I honor you. I salute you on this Father Day. Love you, my friend, and hope you have amazing fathers that don't get him no more socks and no more tools. He like to eat. Cheesecake Factory is favorite. So give him some Cheesecake Factory, y'all. Here, take a little sip. Come on, let's move on. My brother in love, Pastor Leon. Now, listen, I have to be very real and transparent with my brother, because Leon has been, oh my goodness, such a tremendous man in my life. I don't want to say this and get emotional, but he really has, and so I got to keep it 100. He's an amazing father, and he has fathered me. And sometimes where I needed fathering, where I needed somebody to be loving and to give advice and to teach me how to do things. Leon taught me how to paint. I didn't know how to paint. He taught me how to paint. He taught me different things to do around the house. He took the time to just teach, and he's such a patient and loving man. So, Pastor Leon, I know that your babies, all three of them, Zeta Bug, Ziggy, and Lady, and and my sister, her face in there, are just so blessed to have you as a father. So, man, I salute you. You're an amazing father. Thank you for just being there for me. I remember a story. Let me tell you this funny story, y'all. Let me tell you. Let me tell you this funny story before I move on. One time I was stuck on the side of the road. I had regular cars in grad school trying to make it, and I was on the road. I was driving back to school, and my tire bust out, and I did not have a spare. So, because I do know how to change a flat, so don't be coming in my comment saying you don't know how to change a flat. I did not know how to change a flat, and I did know how to change a flat, sorry. And I needed somebody to come and get me off the side of the road because I didn't have AAA. I was pole busted and disgusted. Listen, so I called my father and I said, Dad, I'm stuck on the side of the road. I need help, please. He was like, what you want me to do? Yes, he said that. He said, what you want me to do? I said, could you come and get me? Because I was literally maybe 30 minutes from Alabama. I wasn't in Georgia. I was 30 minutes from Birmingham. So it was a close distance. And he's like, well, I mean, you need to figure it out. That was the daddy I had. I loved him. He made me strong. That's my daddy. That's my daddy. But I didn't know what to do. I was literally on the side of the road and I started crying because I didn't know what to do. I didn't know who to call. I did not have a spare. I'm stuck on the side of the road. Something said, call Leon. I called my brother-in-law and y'all, he said, Johnny, I will be there. He came with a tire. He came, he changed. I think he even had a chicken tender for me. He made sure that I was safe on the road. I thank him for being a father, and just being supportive in that moment. It really made my day. I remember that to this day. So I love you, brother-in-law. Got to share that story. I'm gonna keep moving. I don't want to be all day, but I just had to share that special moment because he is such a great man. So this is another father in my life. Let me see who else on my list. Let's see. Let's see. My brother. Look at him. Look at him. The bishop, the OG. Bishop Dr. George Johnson and his three beautiful boys, Daniel, Kendall, and Dylan. I celebrate this father because he's such a special man in my life. He is somebody that I've looked up to. I still look up to. I ask questions about different situations, and he's the funniest human in the world. The funniest human in the world. You could be having the worst day, and he's the funniest human in the world. I remember, I'm gonna do stories. I guess I'm gonna do stories on everybody. And say that's because you just a lamb, and I ain't know you yet. I ain't had no story for you, but um. My brother, I remember after my divorce, it was my first Valentine's Day. After a divorce and those big holidays come and you just feel like you alone and you may not even celebrate Valentine's Day, but everybody boo posted up in love, they're like this, yeah, babe, I love, posted up on Valentine's Day. And I remember I was so sad and he called me and I don't know if it's the Lord or Jesus. He called me and said, hey, Johnny, just checking in with you. And I said, I'm just doing, I was like, I'm not doing well. I'm a little sad today, but I'll be all right. I'm trying to be a thug. I'm a G. I'm a G. That's my G post. I'm a G. And he told me, he said, all right. He said, I love you, bro. And I remember him sending me, I think $25. And he said, have dinner on me. And I hope you have a blessed Valentine's Day. Oh my God, that made my day. I don't even know if he know he did that, but it made my day. It made me feel so loved, so seen. And I just appreciate him being just a loving person in my life. So thank you, my brother. There's so many stories I could tell, but thank you for just being that person for me. Everybody, I know Kim and just everybody, Kim and me, we thank you for your being a great father. So that's another father. Happy Father's Day, P. And I think my last father is my friend, my brother, Joseph McCauley. Listen, this is my best friend, my brother from another mother, all the way from DC. He is such an amazing man. Joseph was somebody I met. I met him and his family. Like literally, I moved to DC with nothing. My friend Ray, shout out to Ray. Hey Ray, told me to come up and move because I was in a rough place, and I came up there and I moved, slept on Ray's couch, and was just trying to figure it out. Young, 20s, hot, just enjoying life. And I met Joseph sister Sue. I think I was doing a job. I was doing HIV testing, and I met her, and we and her started just talking and hanging out. And I didn't know Joseph then, and so I didn't meet Joseph until later because Sue. I had lost my job doing HIV testing, lost it, and then I didn't know I was going to have to go back home, and Sue said, hey, I have a job for you if you can come in for an interview today. I rushed and put a suit on. I rushed and put a suit on, and I made it to that interview because I wanted to make the job. And that's where I met Joseph. And me and him have been best friends ever since. Him and his family. That's, I think I'm a part of their family. I haven't adopted myself into the family. But those are all of his beautiful children. And I just celebrate the father you are. Joseph has been there for me through thick and thin. He has had my back. He was there when I needed a phone call in the middle of the night. I'm getting choked up a little bit in this throat. But he always answered the phone. And I thank you for answering the phone, brother. I thank you for just hearing me out because you have a busy life. And I appreciate you for just being a good man and being an amazing father. So I love you. And I want you all to just shout out these amazing fathers because there are amazing fathers out there that are doing it, that are being amazing, and who are really transforming their kids' lives. So come on, let me do one last cup. This is going to be a short episode, but one last cup because we're being ourselves in this season. We're being ourselves, fully ourselves, being in tune with ourselves, loving every inch of ourselves. Right? We're doing that together. So let's take a deep breath in and then exhale. And this time I want you to take a deep breath in and I want you to exhale all of the negativity, all of the bad stuff that may even started in your week. I want you to exhale it out, okay? So ready? Take a deep breath in and exhale it all. And let's take one last sip together, okay? And remember, you ain't got to have coffee in here. You can have you a little Sprite, a little soda. Now, if you have something else, that's your business. I ain't in your cup. I ain't in your cup. Listen, I ain't in your cup. Take a sip. I love y'all. Enjoy this Saturday. I hope that you do something fun, love on each other, and join me next Saturday for Jesus and a whole lot of coffee. Love y'all. Bye.